Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy. In the last video, we fought Terra, and then we found out that Dr. Wily was behind all of this after all. Now, we are on his little skull Death Star of sorts, and now, after fighting off all of the Mega Man killers from the first 4 games, we're at the teleport hatches. So let's see what we can do here. And our first enemy is Mercury. Not Mercury, Venus. What did I use against Venus? Can't even remember now. That's right. I can use Mars against him. And you can just hit him with that. Just hit him from really close by with it. I don't know how I defeated him before, but I know how to beat him now. And by firing several photon missiles at close range, we're able to take care of Venus. And next up is Pluto. Not Pluto, Jupiter. Wow, I'm getting all the star droids confused. Jupiter is the weakness. No, Venus is the weakness. Forget it. We're facing Jupiter. You use Venus against them. Same strategies apply. Just try to hit him when he's not trying to hit you. Oh my gosh, this commentary is a mess already. Let's see if we can pull it back. Well, at least my gameplay is better than my talking right now, I can tell you that much. Okay, I'm pretty sure the next one's Mars. Because the next 2 you can use Jupiter on. Yeah, we can use Jupiter on him. You just want to get up to him and just keep hitting him with Jupiter. That way you can take out all those rapid fire shots. And there we go. Still gotta slide under the photon missiles first, but at least that's doable. And it's a good thing we got the power generator because it makes using Jupiter on this next guy easier. Saturn. He's back. And that's an attack that I did not know that he had. He can pull out a mirror and drag you towards him, and there's this weird psychedelic color flashing thing going on when he does it. I don't know if he does it when you first meet him, but I know he does it here. And next up is Neptune, I believe. Yeah, Neptune. Trying to remember what I used here. I may have to look into my notes. Yeah, I can just use the arm cannon against this guy, no problem. Just want to watch out for the seawater that he shoots at me, as well as what comes down when he stomps. But this is doable. You can also use the photon missile, MA, or electric shock, JU, to hit him, but arm cannon's far better. And up next is... This is Pluto! Okay. Here we can use the Grab Buster, and now that he's going up in the air, not Jupiter, Venus. Just make sure you're facing him when you throw the bubble bomb towards him. You should be able to hit him twice with it, I believe. And it also would be very nice if I could get some energy and kind of mitigate any losses that I can take from this battle. There we go. Alright. And I'm glad that this game drops energy whenever you defeat a star droid here. Alright. We need salt water, and we need to be careful here. We want to jump the first shot always. And we want to get away from the blobs. Jump over them and get to the other side. Because if you get hit with the grab buster here, you're not losing energy. You're losing more important stuff. Like energy tanks get turned into energy tank fragments. You can lose weapon tanks. You can lose the S-tank, which can be a absolute nightmare if you know you're going to need it. Yeah, you don't just lose health here in the Robot Master Star Droid rematch. You get hit with the grab buster here, things are going to be a lot worse for you. And thankfully I managed to avoid such a fate while facing Mercury a second time. And I think the only guy we have left is Uranus, and his battle is pretty easy to remember because it's the one with the crushing ceilings. So let's go ahead and take him on. If I can remember to jump up there, that would be great. Alright. And, as always, throws a block, which I need to remember to slide under. Then he does the hop, then he does the jump. Then he does the ceiling crush. And then... why do I keep thinking I can jump over that? No, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. There we go. We did it this time. 1 and 2. Really? Well, we can get our health back this time. I knew I could do it without dying. It was just, will I or won't I? You know. Anyway. Do want to refill on the grab buster. That would help. And at this rate, it doesn't really matter what I use to refill on anything. And I am on full E-tanks, which is great. What do I want to do here? You. Go back to you. Fill that up. Fill that up. No real reason to refill the dash. I never use it. By the way, we could have used Pluto's dash attack, the break dash, if we needed to hit Uranus with it for any reason, but I find it far easier to use the arm cannon. And here I am wondering what I need to use next. Or rather, what I need to refill next. That'll do it. It's gonna do that for good measure. There's some energy. There's another E-tank. And then we have the drop down. Thankfully, there are no spikes on the way down, and we do find something at the end. Once you advance forward, you'll meet Proto Man, and he gives you a random item. That'll refill whatever I have left. Excellent. Sometimes he can give you other stuff that he's been known to give you, such as extra lives and energy tanks. And once we go in here, we need to be careful. Welcome to the Wily battle. This is the first of 4 parts. The left fist. This one moves around rather slowly. Keep moving around. Keep moving. When the eyes open on the wrist, you want to attack it with a fully charged Mega Arm shot. You don't want that to happen either. you definitely just want to stay on the move, but keep track of how long that the fist has been moving, and eventually you'll be able to easily anticipate when it's dropped. And that's one fist down. Now it's time for the other. Now it's time for the right fist. Or rather, the left fist. I'm assuming that's the left fist, and that we fought the right fist earlier. Kinda easy to get them mixed up. But I do want to equip the Grab Buster. You can get some energy back this way. And not only will the left hand fire a missile, but it will try to grab you. You must slide under it to avoid being nabbed. As for the missile, you can easily shoot it down. And it seems like I'm only going to get energy if I'm a certain distance away. I mean, that's what it looks like. And if you do get grabbed, you're definitely going to be taking damage. This is easier to do with the power generator, but you probably already knew that. Just because it's easier to just get your health back and also do some special weapon damage. Thankfully, I was able to refill my health so I could switch back to the Mega Arm and pretty much hasten the inevitable. After facing the fists, you'll face this machine. Want to stand right here, that way you can slide underneath all of the missiles. Then you want to shoot this robot down before you get knocked into the spikes. You then have to shoot the bomb with regular shots in order to avoid getting blown up. You want the bomb to be near the Wily machine when it blows up and after hitting 0. So that way, the explosion will hit Wily's machine instead. Now, I had to stay next to the machine in order for the bomb to go over me. Sometimes it will say 3, other times it will say 7. And you just want to keep your distance so that way it doesn't leap at you when it's at 7, or when it shows up at 7. So that way, you don't get hit while you're trying to keep it close to the machine. Also, sliding under the bomb when it jumps at you like that takes some timing. We're now going to use the Grab Buster again, and we need to remember to take short hops as we shoot at Wily. Otherwise, instant death spikes do their instant death spike thing, and you will die, and you will have to do all this over. Thankfully, we don't have to do all this over, and I apologize for the flashing. Behold, Mega Man! I have awakened the ancient weapon Sunstar! Its Nova weapon will destroy you! And that is the last thing you're going to be fighting. Sunstar! Destroy Mega Man! Sunstar says destroy Wily instead. What? You fool! How dare you attack the mighty Dr. Wily? I'm pretty sure Sunstar answers to no one, given that he is an ancient robotic weapon. You are Mega Man. I am Sunstar, the Doomsday Weapon. I must destroy all inferior robots, or life forms. Which means he's gonna kill the human race if we don't stop him. Fun. Oh hey, there's this weapon called EA. That's Terra's weapon, that's the Spark Chaser, we need to equip this. And we kind of have to jump right before he shoots that beam out, so that way we don't get hit by the beam. And he does charge at you. You don't want to get hit by that. And when he sets the floor on fire, be ready to drop down. And also, in my case, use it as an opportunity to heal. Spark Chaser will do the most damage against Sunstar. And it will do a good job of staying on him. Also, that Sparkle Shot does two short hops and a long one. And jumping over those shots, not too bad. And jump. Ugh, man. Well, it's a good thing I had 4 of these. You're supposed to jump, then slide, then jump. Like that. Finally, I did it successfully at least once. And when you get Sunstar's energy down to 1 point, you beat him. Are you okay? Here, grab my shoulder. I'm sure you got me fix it, Dr. Lightslab. Mega Man, why? Why are you helping me? Because we are both robots. Yes. And we were both created to fight. No. You're wrong. I only fight when I am forced to protect the world from those who would pit machines against man. I believe humans and robots can live in peace. Maybe. But I will never know. My fusion reactor is going critical. And when it does, it will destroy this entire fortress. Sunstar! Leave now! And at this rate, we have no choice. This whole part is automatic. Mega Man escapes the fortress. Just in time. And when he does, Wily Space Fortress explodes. And with that, that is the end of Mega Man 5 and the 5th and last Mega Man game for the original monochrome Game Boy. Sadly, there was no Mega Man 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 for the Game Boy, so this is the very last game in the Rockman World GB series, or Rockman World if you prefer. And Mega Man looks up at the sky as we get a Star Droid's roll call. What can I say about this game? This game can have its difficult parts, like any other Mega Man game. But this one is definitely the best of the bunch. You have all new original boss characters that you have to defeat. You have a whole new story. Wily still figures into it, but you don't see him until pretty much the end of the game. So the Star Droids take more of a center stage position here. As for the graphics, they're the same as they ever were. Still easy on the eye, still easy to identify. Sound and music are pretty much what you'd expect from Capcom from this era. Good quality. And if you're used to playing Mega Man games at this point, you know what this is going to sound like. And there is Dr. Wily, who somehow survived being thrashed by Sunstar. Wily, you survived? Curse you, Mega Man! This war ends now! I don't think your little flying saucer is in any shape there, Wily. And once again, Wily is begging for mercy, and then Mega Man has to chase after him. Again. And with that, we have the ending for this 5th and final Game Boy Mega Man game. Now, where were we? I did graphics, I did music and sound. Play control, same as ever, just as responsive. Not really sure why it needed to be changed, because it wasn't. I do like the idea of a Mega Arm. Capcom did become a little experimental with the Mega Buster in this game, by changing it into a Mega Arm that can be used to hit enemies from a distance, much like the fully charged shot, and with the proper accessories that you can buy in Dr. Light's lab, you can use it to grab enemies with your disembodied fighting arm and do extra damage, and also grab items from a distance and make things a little easier. Capcom would obviously never go back to doing this, but it was still a pretty nice idea, and I welcome it. And replayability, once you've played through this game, there's not much to bring you back. But, of course, this doesn't stop people from playing it again. Mostly because completely original plot and storyline, and, of course, that wonderful Mega Arm. And that is... Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I don't know what else to say about whether or not you should get it, other than it's probably the best of the 5 Game Boy Mega Man games. I mean, the difficulty is just right. You have some original ideas going on here. There's Super Game Boy compatibility. I should probably have mentioned that too, but yeah, this game does have its own Super Game Boy screen border and color palette, which is always nice. And of course, there's the Mega Arm. This one is definitely worth giving a shot. Definitely worth putting into your Game Boy library if you come across it. So, that has been Let's Play Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy. Hopefully you enjoyed this as much as I did, and maybe even a little bit more. And hopefully I will be back with another game. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad, maybe it'll be somewhere in between, who knows. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, thanks for watching, and see you guys later!